He tried to go do it so bad. Hey, bro, you can't stream, nigga. We got your rights.
Wait,
he keep trying to.
You got to stream the rights though?
Yeah, he keep trying to. You can't stream if it ain't in proper.
That's why I ain't seen you.
Done.
I ain't seen.
So they got to do it in the contract in the truck.
You sign away your likeness and your imagery because in your head, I'm fulfilling the contract. Joe's giving me a good look on improper improv. And in your head, you sign that shit over for improper improv. I hope you read this fucking contract because you keep saying 10 episodes, but there's no due date or no end date. Why would you feel comfortable signing any right of yours away at all? That ain't got nothing to do with improper improv. Not nothing. But they took a professional headshot of your dome, and you don't know what the hoodie look like. It's not the hoodie that they're concerned with. They got their prized possession.
Smiling, you laughing.
I am, thank you.
Different from when we suspended you that time. Like, and you was doing your own shit, but it was a different look. It's like
gotta get it. I gotta get it.
Yo, watch me. Are you home? I got it.
Definitely going to get it.
He got it. That boy had a stress. He was working. They never not working.
Nah, you gotta work.
Now you look happy. And you all chilling.
You gotta be happy, man. You gotta work when content is, it's a thing, man.
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. Oh man, don't get me back on the Flip contract talk. That was one of my most visceral responses. Oh Lord, Flip. Because it's clear as day you want to stream. It's clear as day that you trying to get out there with them young guns. Show what you're made of. You trying to do it on Patreon. You trying to do it on your memberships on YouTube. I guess it's not taking off the way you anticipated. But streaming is definitely the wave. So I'm not mad at you for asking Joe if you could. But knowing that you can't. And of course he said it in jest. But y'all know how I feel about Joe making jokes. Oh, that's nasty. But honestly, I didn't make this video for that. I really didn't. Why was everybody so high today on the Patreon? Why do they not care about the content that they put out on Patreon anymore? People getting up, taking breaks, going to eat, eating on camera. Not necessarily on camera, but they're behind the camera in the kitchen eating, talking to us still. Today they played a beat for like 20 minutes, I swear to God. Not all at once consecutively, but throughout a 40-minute period of the pod, they played the beat 20 minutes. And shout out to Flip for getting on the freestyle. That's something that you need to do more often on the show and on behind the scenes. Because I know you see the play, but guys, what is this? Do y'all need to take a break from Patreon? I know we would all be pissed. But when I first joined Patreon, it was content that I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere else. And this was before I found out about places like Reddit to where I could get it for free and shit like that. But when I first subscribed to Patreon, I was like, wow, this really is worth the $25 I'm spending monthly. And this was like 2.5 years ago when I joined. Ever since then, it's just gone downhill. And I'm not saying like they don't put forth the effort at all, but dog, come on, people pay money for this content. I'd understand if we were watching free episodes and getting all these complaints off, but like we're paying our hard-earned dollars for this content. Showing up high. Imani slouched on the couch like he don't realize millions of people watch this, even on Patreon. I don't care that it's behind the paywall. If y'all need to take a break, tell us. Let us know. Because Joe was saying a whole bunch of stuff, saying that it was crazy behind the scenes. I was alluding to this months ago, if not years ago. We saw it. You can't hide it. You can't act the way I was acting. And it seemingly has gotten better now because you're starting to put your foot down. You don't care how they feel anymore. You used to walk on eggshells around them because you don't want the backlash of what would happen if you were just getting rid of people left and right because of what happened with Rory and Maul. But this, oh man. And I'm not saying the episode was terrible. I'm not. Because there was a couple of topics that they broached upon that I was like, all right. Mark had another blow up or quasi blow up at Ish. It seems like that's his thing now. Ever since he went viral the first time over the flat earth shit, whenever Ish has anything that Mark feels he can argue about, he's going to get loud. He's going to get braggadocious. And it's funny because outside of that, Mark going to be asleep on the Patreon. He's tired. And I can't even clown on him like I want to as far as that's concerned, because he's putting in work everywhere else on the JVP. The fact that he's even showing up to the Patreon, that was a Joe ass. He's doing a favor for Joe. Hey, can you please come to the Patreon? Niggas is getting upset at the content we're putting out on Patreon. I know you'll lift it up. And he has, but don't make going at Ish your thing. Especially if Ish keeps retorting with calmness. You done made Flip do a whole 180. I keep seeing comments on Ish. Oh, he's lost all the weight. He's on the Ozempic. I don't know if he is or isn't. But don't tell me that's stress related. He done changed his whole potting style up. I just said it on one of the comments on my previous videos. Ish, if he learns how to just play along with the jokes, if he learns how to let loose, put his guard down, Ish will go back to being the fan favorite. And I wonder how that would sit with Mark. But let me not start that off. I ain't even trying to create that narrative. I just thought it was funny. I don't think it's funny still the direction that the Patreon pods are going. I think BTS is starting to step up. The pods have gotten better because of Mark's presence. And it seems like everybody else has picked their game up as a result. But now they're treating these Patreon episodes like they're just throwaway episodes. We don't pay for the B-sides of the tape. This is A1 or 1A and 1B. The podcast is 1A. Patreon should be 1B. Shouldn't be 2 nothing. Shouldn't be 3. Shouldn't be the backside. No. It should be one and the same. If not, the other way around, because we're paying for it. But like I said, if y'all need to take a break, regroup, come up with some ideas, because Ian is clearly trying to implement some new things. Hell, he views y'all as trash so much he had to get on the camera. I'm just bullshit. But I don't know, man. This is a Friday episode. Friday is the day that I look forward to the most, because this is what the $25 tier is for. But if y'all gonna come out and just half step throughout the whole episode, what's the point? My brother, who is the person that got me on JBP in the first place, doesn't even pay for Patreon anymore. He's the reason I got or became a fan of the JBP initially, not even the Patreon, just the JBP. And now he doesn't even listen to the episodes. He stopped subscribing to Patreon. And it's because the feel is gone. It's because it seems like they don't care anymore now that they know that they have a consistent following. We're just going to pay month in, month out. And I know I'll be on the fence, or one day I'm saying subscribe to Patreon. I just said subscribe to the Patreon for the BTS. And then the next I'm like, I don't even think it's worth it. And this is how we all are. We're all on the fence. We all know it's not the same as it used to be. But here we are paying month in and month out. Unfortunately, the only way we're going to tell Joe that we want differently is by not paying. But Joe keeps speaking on it, and he's been speaking on it for the past 8 months. And I can't even give Joe a pass, because I'm looking at the Patrons and he's over here giggling, laughing. He's clear as day trying to see who's going to take over in his presence. He's not segueing topics anymore. He's not introducing topics. He keeps asking them, hey, where do y'all want to go? And they just keep laughing. The joke that y'all previously said wasn't funny enough for y'all to continue laughing as he's trying to segue, but no one wants to take the reins. And Mark started off taking the reins, but now he's too tired on the Patreons to do that. And he doesn't want us to know about notes, but we don't have a free-flowing conversation anymore. So we have to look at our phone to segue. Even though we put everything on the whiteboard, they're getting stagnant in their own potting, let alone how we feel about the Patreon. But I know they're gonna do something about this. They have to, right? And it's summertime. Normally there's no news in the summer. After the NBA finals, there's not gonna be any sports to talk about. This is like the dead season for whatever reason when it comes to social media or media in general. So are we supposed to look forward to a lackluster 2 months, 3 months, because there's nothing happening in the news cycle? Or is this where y'all friendship's supposed to kick in and we're supposed to enjoy the content because y'all are friends and that's the content that y'all are providing us? But considering that y'all aren't really friends, and it didn't slip my mind that Mark brought up everyone's wife and was talking about the things they would do for their wife. And Joe was like, wait, you met Ish's wife? Michael's like, I plead the fifth, nigga. You can't tell me that there's friendships there when the people that have known each other for 20 plus years won't even introduce each other to their significant others. You can't tell me that this shit that we say is just rolling off their shoulders and their backside because Ice didn't go back to Pod Wives. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm appreciative of the everyday content that the JBP is putting out, but it seems like they stopped caring about Patreon a while ago, and I just wish they would get that feeling back. I wish Joe was trying to find another deal. That's how hungry I want them to be, but it probably will never happen again because now Joe's been introduced to all the people that he wanted to get introduced to when he was doing the Spotify deal. He just met them at different places. He met the same people just in different places, and now he doesn't have to have the hunger anymore because I have the backing. I'm in mogul mode, but the people that I currently have employed ain't trying as hard, except Mark. And Flip is trying to get better, but everybody else is stagnated. Anyway, my complaining, but I appreciate y'all. Keep turning up, man. We gonna keep dropping these videos. Surgical summer. We're not playing. Gotta start practicing what we preach. Can't keep clowning on them and then not having views and subscriptions myself. So let's show them how it's done. Appreciate all support. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know what it is with us. Let's keep this thing moving. Got a pod tomorrow. Let's hope it gets better. See y'all soon. Peace.